You probably think you know the foods that raise your blood sugar: cookies, soda, candy, right? But what if I told you the real danger might actually be sitting in your fridge right now? Foods you believe are healthy, but they're silently spiking your blood sugar and pushing you closer to diabetes, weight gain, and chronic fatigue. And no, it's not just the usual suspects like white bread or pasta. I'm talking about hidden, everyday foods most people eat daily, foods that pretend to be good for you, but secretly wreak havoc on your body. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what these foods are, the science behind them, and most importantly, what to eat instead. But before we dive in, smash that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone you love, because one simple food swap could literally save them years of health problems. Let's break this down together. A few years ago, a friend of mine was struggling with constant fatigue. He was eating what he thought was a perfectly healthy diet: oatmeal with fruit, granola bars for snacks, and a glass of orange juice in the morning. But every afternoon, he'd crash. When he finally got his blood sugar tested, his glucose levels were swinging like a roller coaster. The shocking part? He wasn't eating junk food, he was eating foods recommended by magazines and health blogs. That's when I realized, the problem isn't always the obvious bad foods. The real danger lies in the everyday, innocent foods that spike blood sugar without you realizing it. Hidden blood sugar spikers. 1. Flavored yogurt and low-fat yogurt. Here's the trick: when companies remove fat, they usually add sugar to make up for the taste. A single cup of low-fat flavored yogurt can contain more sugar than a donut. A 2019 study in BMJ Open found that some healthy yogurts had up to 13 grams of sugar per 100 grams, that's nearly 3 teaspoons in just a few spoonfuls. Even fruit on the bottom: yogurt spikes your blood sugar like soda because it's basically sugar syrup. Eating low-fat yogurt is like painting your house with eco-friendly paint, but then sealing it with toxic varnish. It looks good, but it's harming you silently. Swap: choose full-fat, plain Greek yogurt. The fat slows digestion, blunting the sugar spike. Add your own berries if you want flavor. 2. Fruit juices and smoothies. This one hurts, because juice sounds so innocent, right? But think of it this way: eating an orange gives you fiber, which slows the release of sugar. Drinking orange juice is like stripping the brakes off your car: it dumps pure sugar straight into your bloodstream. A Harvard study found that people who drank just one serving of fruit juice daily had a 21% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Even green juices, if packed with apples, mangoes, or pineapples, spike glucose almost as much as soda. Swap: eat whole fruits, or make smoothies with more veggies and protein, like spinach plus avocado plus protein powder. 3. Healthy breakfast cereals and granola. That bowl of whole-grain cereal you thought was a healthy start. It may have a glycemic index rivaling white bread. Many cereals, even the ones with heart logos, are heavily processed, meaning your body digests them super fast. A 2020 study in Nutrients revealed that many so-called whole-grain cereals caused blood sugar spikes within 30 minutes, no different than desserts. It's like wearing a fake security badge. It looks official, but when danger comes, it does nothing to protect you. Swap them for overnight oats, chia pudding, or eggs for breakfast. They keep blood sugar stable for hours. 4. Oat milk and non-dairy alternatives. Oat milk has exploded in popularity, but here's the hidden catch: oats are carbs, and when blended and strained, you basically get liquid carbs. Most oat milks also have added sugar or maltose, which spikes blood sugar faster than table sugar. A study published in Food Chemistry showed oat milk's glycemic index is significantly higher than cow's milk. It's like switching from coffee to decaf, but then realizing your decaf has twice the caffeine. You thought it was safer, but it's actually tricking you. Swap these food for unsweetened almond milk or coconut milk, low carb, low glycemic. 5. Energy bars and protein bars. Most protein bars are basically candy bars in disguise. They're loaded with syrups, honey, or dates, which may sound natural, but your body treats them just like sugar. A 2021 analysis in Frontiers in Nutrition found that many health bars spiked blood sugar as much as white bread. Imagine wrapping a candy bar in brown paper and stamping protein on it. That's what you're really buying. Swap, make your own energy bites with nuts, seeds, and a touch of natural sweetener. 6. Dried fruits. Raisins, dates, mango slices, tiny but deadly. Drying fruit removes water, concentrating the sugar. Just a handful of raisins has the sugar content of an entire bunch of grapes. A study in diabetes care showed dried fruit caused sharp blood sugar spikes compared to whole fruit. Swap, fresh fruit with protein, like an apple with peanut butter. 7. Gluten-free and diet products. Going gluten-free doesn't always mean healthy. Many gluten-free breads and crackers use refined rice flour or potato starch, both high glycemic. Harvard Health notes that gluten-free processed foods often spike blood sugar even more than wheat bread. Swap, look for whole-grain gluten-free options like buckwheat or quinoa. So, here's the truth, it's not just candy and soda causing chaos in your bloodstream. It's the so-called healthy foods, the yogurts, juices, cereals, energy bars, and even your favorite milk alternatives. But here's the good news, once you spot them, you can swap them. And every swap you make is like turning down the volume on your body's sugar roller coaster. You'll feel more energy, think more clearly, and protect your long-term health. What about moderation? Now, you might be wondering, but if I only eat these foods once in a while, or just in small amounts, do they still spike blood sugar? The short answer, yes, they can, even in moderation. Here's why, these foods are stripped of fiber or packed with quick-digesting carbs, so even small servings can cause a sharp rise in blood sugar, especially if eaten on an empty stomach. For example, half a glass of orange juice can spike blood sugar almost as much as soda because it's absorbed so quickly. But here's the nuance, context matters. If you pair that juice with eggs or nuts, the protein and fat slow down digestion, reducing the spike by up to 30 to 50%, according to studies published in BMJ Nutrition. So moderation helps, but pairing and timing matter even more. It's like pouring water into a bucket, one cup won't overflow it, but if you keep adding, even slowly, the bucket eventually spills. If this video opened your eyes, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend or family member. Hit like if you learned something new, and subscribe because we're diving deep every week into science-backed ways to protect your health. Drop a comment below, which of these foods shocked you the most? I'll be replying personally because this is a conversation we all need to have. Remember, awareness is the first step to change. And today, you just took that step.